If you or someone you know has diabetes, you may have built up an extra supply of test strips and lancets. That's where we come in. We'll buy the supplies that you don't need and resell them to those in need to prevent waste. Help us make diabetes management more affordable. Visit us at teststripswithaz.com.
All right, we have Merab Dvalishvili on the show. He returns to action February 15th, taking on Casey Kenney at UFC Rio Rancho. Merab, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So big fight coming up against a bright up-and-comer in Casey Kenney. It's a fight a lot of people are excited about. How has everything been going in camp and in preparation for this fight?
Feeling good, man. Ready for this fight. Everything good. I'm training good. Thank God I'm healthy and I'm ready and everything great.
So before this fight became a thing, I saw that you competed in the World Sambo Championship in South Korea, and from all indications, you performed very well. I think you got a silver medal, if memory serves me correctly. What was that experience like for you?
Right. Yeah, that was my background is Sambo and Judo, so I always want to compete at this level. And then, like, because of I don't have fights, and then I try, and then World Championship, and then I took a second place. That was good experience. I win 4 matches, and I lose final wrestling takedowns scores. It's different rules. So but that was great experience for me, and then that wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
Was that the first time you had competed in the Worlds?
It's a Sambo, wrestling Sambo, and combat Sambo. I used to be wrestling Sambo, and younger, I have like 2007 bronze medal European Championship. But yeah, I was first time in World Championship Sambo.
Is that something? I mean, obviously, if you don't have a fight booked at the time, is that something you'd want to do again and continue to do?
Exactly, man. I want to be World Championship Sambo. Yeah, I want to try next time. If I don't have fights next year, it's every year. So it's one guy from country. So, and yeah, if I don't have fights, I want to try. But now, at that time, I don't cut weight. I competed like 155. So but next time if I don't have a fight, I'm gonna try to make like 135. It's like 137 weight class in Sambo. It's a little different. So
you still did pretty well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean even up
against big guys. So
what a vision that would be with you having a UFC title down the road and a World Sambo title down the road. That'd be the dream, right?
Of course, UFC is number 1, of course, but yeah, like World Championship Sambo, this is big also. Yeah.
So now in a little over 2 weeks, you're going to fight Casey Kenney in Rio Rancho, and Casey's 2-0 since signing with the UFC. He's got the wins over Ray Borg and the win over Manny Bermudez over the summer. Top 15 guy. How do you like this one?
Oh, I love this match. He's a great fighter. He's coming forward. He loves fighting. He's, I love everything about this fight, and also he's ranked. This is perfect match. Perfect. It's gonna be war. It's gonna be war. It's gonna be great match. We both good wrestler, but I think we both gonna strike. This fight going to like strike, and it's gonna be great fight. Great fight. He's a great fighter that makes me motivation, like opponent like him. And I'm gonna do my best. I'm training hard. I feel healthy. I'm training with the best people, and I have a best trainer, and so everything going good.
Have you been impressed with Casey and what he's done so far in the UFC?
Yeah, he win his last 2 fights like unanimous decision and against good guys, really good guys. Actually, I watched his last fight, and then I thought Bermudez going to win, but I was surprised, and he was really good, and that's where I see him first time, and I said he's the guy. So and now it's perfect.
You're on a nice little run right now, but I know you had hit a little bit of a skid with the losses to Frankie Saenz and to Ricky Simone. And the Saenz fight, I actually talked to Casey yesterday. Many believed you won the Saenz fight. Casey actually thought you won that fight as well. And the Simone fight was just crazy. I think we all know about that fight at this point. But you've come back with back-to-back wins heading into February 15th. Especially after the Simone fight and how frustrating that thing ended up. Like, were you able to get past that pretty quickly to set yourself up for these last two fights?
Yeah, that was heartbroken, those fights. But of course, I'm a positive man. This is MMA. It's everything can happen, and you gotta move on. You gotta, like, I don't know. You gotta continue. It's a fight. So I'm a warrior. It's and thank God everyone knows then what happened there. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm focused on my next fight. This is already passed, and that's whatever happened. This is also makes me motivation. I don't want this one happen again. I don't want to leave judges' hands, and I don't want to make mistake and turn that around or something. I don't want to leave judges' hands in my fight, so I want to make sure to win animal decision or finish.
Things are pretty interesting at 135 pounds right now, aren't they? I mean, of course, your teammate, your partner in crime, Aljamain Sterling, is right there knocking on the door of a title shot. He's got an interesting little path to where he is right now, too, because he bounced back from some adversity and had a couple of losses, and now he's on this incredible stretch right now. How much has Aljamain's run and seeing his improvements, what he's been able to do, how much has that motivated you?
Man, Aljo, he's awesome, and he's another level. Nobody's gonna stop him. Nobody's gonna stop. He's gonna be champion, and doesn't matter like who's in front of him. He's gonna take over. Like he's something else. He's strong. He's good technical. He's cardio great. He's tall, muscular. He has everything to be champion, and he's gonna be champion. Doesn't matter who he's gonna fight. He's dangerous for everyone. So, and then he made me like this when I moved like from my country here 7 years ago, and I was amateur. I wasn't the pro, and so but I was training with him, and then he made me UFC fighter. So of course I look up him, and then training with him makes me who I am. So and then and Aljo he's awesome, man. He's gonna be champion. He has a little injury now, but he's getting better. He's in the gym. He's training hard. He was raw with us like in the gym like with one hand, and he's still good with one hand. So and then, so he was finishing guys with one hand. So
wow,
and, yeah, he's gonna be champion soon.
Have you noticed how excited the fans are for this fight between you and Casey Kenney? Because sometimes you see fights announced and, people be excited, but there's always some negativity and people like to talk crap on social media. But with this fight, I feel like everyone is excited for it and is into it. Have you noticed that as well?
Thank you. Yeah, around me, everyone loves this match. Like even here, Long Island, everyone I know everyone told me to this is good match, and in my country. Yeah, of course, everybody excited for this fight, and I feel a lot of support from my country, from here, from my hometown here, Long Island. So, and this is a really good match. So, I feel it, and everybody loves this match.
I like I said, I spoke with Casey yesterday, and like you, he loves the matchup. He sees why fans are excited about it, but he also feels that his last two opponents, Ray and Manny, were tougher fights overall, if you can believe that. What do you make of that?
Yeah, his last two opponents was really good, really, really strong guys. But he did well. So, but now we'll see how he's gonna match with me. So I think I'm gonna be problem for him. big respect. He's great everywhere. Like he's striking good, grappling good, wrestling good. But I think I'll be problem for him. I think I can win this fight. So and then I just wanna fight with him, like a good fight, and then I wanna hug after fight, and I'm gonna win. Just I cannot let him win this fight. I gotta win. I have to win this fight. So.
Get some bonus money too, right?
Oh yeah, I think so because it's gonna be good fight. It's gonna be great fight. Yeah, because he loves fight. I love fight, and it's gonna be like fire. I think.
What are you hoping to accomplish in there as a martial artist outside of just getting the win on February 15th? How do you see yourself getting it done and inserting yourself into the top 15?
Oh yeah, first I gotta do everything for win this fight and. Whatever. I'm just gonna fight, keep winning, and then whatever happens, it's my career. I'll be ready for my next opponent. Of course, I want to be my next opponent top 10 and maybe top 5 and of course I want to fight with big names, but whoever UFC give me, I'm ready for fight. I'm gonna keep winning, and go close to title fight.
I think the bantamweight division is the best division in the sport right now. It's just so loaded. Like, top 15 is great. Even outside of the top 15, guys like yourself, it's just a loaded division. There's so many great matchups out there. I know we're not looking past Casey. We're not looking past February 15th, but I'm sure you're taking a look at the top 15 and taking a look at some of these potential matchups that you could possibly have. That's got to get you excited. Any names stick out to you that you're just like, man, I hope that someday I can share the octagon with this guy and just have a fight and see what happens?
Yeah, like you said, man, everyone good fighters in top 15, even outside top 15. I have a big respect with everybody, and like it's I don't know, like everybody good. Like either guys, I love to fight top 15, top 10. Everybody really good. Everybody big name. So and doesn't matter who. I don't want to say specific. Like I have big respect those guys. Those guys like long time in the UFC, and they did great job. So and right now I don't have specific. I only want to fight Sugar Sean O'Malley after this fight if it's gonna happen. Everyone knows he's a great fighter. He's an amazing striker, and I just want to fight with the great guys. I think he's I think it's gonna be a great match. So and I wanna fun fight. So.
Man, I'm sure you saw the smile on my face. That matchup's pretty exciting. I actually talked to Sean this week. I feel really bad for that guy because he's got a fight booked, but he's dealing with the USADA stuff. A lot of it's out of his control. And every day he wakes up, thinking he's going to fight, but that phone could ring at any point and he could be off that card at any time. So I really feel for him right now.
Yeah, that sucks, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he has to deal with this because I don't know what to say. I feel bad, of course, but I mean, I want to he's back, but this is our job, We gotta take care of. We gotta do everything for right, and then So it's like. I understand, like I love fighting. I wish fights tomorrow. So, but we gotta go through training camps, weight cuts, like interviews, like we're doing now, and and then USADA, and like so many outside things we have to do. So this is one of those things he has to. Like we do also medical and something extra because but we just want to fight. I know. But we gotta do these extra things. We gotta take care of these things. So I don't know. Hopefully he's gonna finish all this soon, and then he can be fight, and then hopefully he can fight with me too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants, he can. But I think he has big name, and he has big respect from UFC. I think if he say if he say yes, he wants to fight with me, he can make easy. So, and then
I couldn't help but notice you're rocking the Manscaped on the t-shirt right now. You
yeah,
teaming up
yeah,
those
yeah.
guys?
Yeah, so Manscaped and Where's the Climate, they are my new sponsors. So, and then big shout out for them. And big things coming up. And then thanks for my sponsors support me. And it's gonna be all good things coming up.
Yeah, I'm excited for the fight, man. I appreciate the time. Before we let you go, let the folks know where they can find and follow you on social media. Any other shout outs, anything else you want to get off your chest, man? The floor is yours.
So just you guys can follow me Instagram or Twitter, Merab Dvalishvili. That's it. Thank you so much for the interview, and I'm ready. I can't wait to my next fight. So
I can't wait for it either. All the best to you on February 15th, Merab. I appreciate the time very much.
thank you. All right, have a good one.